Americans, lend me your ears. As I stand in this amazing country today, I am an enemy of the state. Many of the very good people here are. Certainly the state is an enemy of yours whether you want to realize it or not. The state is at war with the citizens. They want to control us. And we are uncontrollable. We are humans. Better than that. We are humans living under the law that we hold these truths to be self-evident. That all humans are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is the law in America, established within the priceless first legal document ever filed in this country, the Declaration of Independence. We are being deprived of these precious rights by a government which is engaging in practices of prohibition and eradication in regards to the #1 natural renewable resource on the planet. It is a fact that U.S. policies regarding cannabis sativa are destroying humankind's #1 natural renewable resource. First and foremost, the oils in cannabis sativa seeds are the #1 source of certain essential oils for human life on the planet. That means cannabis seed oil is the #1 oil we should be consuming to maintain healthy human bodies. That means not using cannabis seed oil is an extremely uneducated policy. Beyond the oil, all kinds of foods can be produced using the seeds, similar to soybeans, only healthier for human bodies. Seeds can also be used for healthier livestock. Before the unbelievable ban on this vital link in the food chain, cannabis seed was an essential in birdseed and was also used for domesticated animals. Many industries are natural enemies of the cannabis industry and invest money yearly towards its continued prohibition to the detriment of humankind, and all in the name of profit. The oil industry is undoubtedly public enemy #1 and a mortal enemy of the cannabis industry. Oils from the cannabis seed could replace petroleum on every level. There are nearly 6,000 products made with dirty, unreplenishable petroleum, which could be made with clean, renewable cannabis oil, before including a gasoline replacement made from the biomass of the stalks. Coal could be replaced with a much cleaner burning cannabis charcoal. Steel car bodies, which eventually rust away, should have been manufactured using cannabis to create a body 10 times more dent resistant than steel that would never rust. Concrete could be replaced with a lighter weight, more flexible plantcrete. Highways, bridges, buildings, all made from a renewable resource. Lumber, stumped by cannabis paper, fiberboards, and boards. Every home built from strong, long-lasting, insulative local crop. Every stitch of clothing from the toughest to the finest can be made with durable, dependable cannabis. The uses really have few bounds. Almost everything that we utilize today could have been and should be made of a 100% recyclable plant product raised by American farmers close to home. That is why I have suspended all common sense related to keeping my head down and this horrible American mentality of blending in with the herd to speak openly against the war on drugs, which is a war on common decency, common sense, and human nature that places our young people in further danger than having no drug laws at all. Every well-intentioned study ever conducted on drugs comes to the same conclusion. Incarceration does not work. Increased law enforcement does not work. Spending tens of billions of dollars that we do not have does not work. The drug war is a thoroughly disproven public policy that is a drain on public resources and an albatross around the neck of equality and justice. It is inhumane. It is insane to imagine that a policy so contradictory to human behavior could ever work. That is why 40 years of the drug war and trillions of taxpayer dollars have not produced any of the results that the drug warriors claim as their goal. This is so basic and so pathetic to have to argue this point with thinking adults that I can barely keep from screaming. 55% of all federal prisoners are drug offenders. America has around 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's prisoners. We are a fourth of the size of China, who are evil communists, and yet we hold more prisoners than any country in the world. We have more prisoners per capita than any country in the world. The disproportionate number of blacks and Latinos in our prisons scream of racial injustice. There are over 7 million Americans in jail, in prison, on probation, or parole in our beloved land of the free. The war on drugs is a ridiculously ignorant policy. In a country where we should pride ourselves on education, we instead hide from the truth. We allow the truth to be buried by ignoring it and allowing propaganda to be pushed while allowing scientific studies to go unreported. The drug war has been thoroughly discredited. It should be infuriating to taxpayers who have been bilked for $1 trillion for programs that the government knows full well do not work. We are broke, people. The money that the government is spending today does not exist if it doesn't steal value from the money that you and I have already earned. They're stealing from us to continue a policy that is killing people, increasing violence, increasing addiction, increasing kids' desire to try drugs as an act of rebellion, and generally degrading humanity. This is the worst overall policy Americans are dealing with today. It is unbelievable that it is still going on, and it will until we stand up and confront it. Join SSDP, CSDP, Stop the Drug War, Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. The list goes on because that many Americans really do understand how horrible the American drug war is. Please, for the sake of humanity, educate yourself.